Like Xbox has been doing for years, I believe PlayStation should continue bringing its first-party single-player exclusives to PC, especially on platforms like Steam and GOG. Now why am I saying this? Well, the biggest reason is accessibility. Bringing PlayStation games to PC allows millions of additional players around the world to experience these amazing titles without having to purchase a PlayStation console. PC gaming has always attracted a different audience compared to consoles. As someone who has been gaming on PC since childhood, I know that both platforms have their own strengths and weaknesses. But that's a discussion for another day. The point is simple, it's a win-win situation for both PlayStation and PC gamers. In today's market, we've all seen how expensive electronics have become. At the same time, the cost of developing modern AAA games has increased dramatically over the years. Because of that, keeping games locked to a single ecosystem forever may not be the best long-term business strategy. Platforms like Steam and GOG are not direct competitors to PlayStation hardware, so releasing PlayStation single-player exclusives on PC doesn't damage the PlayStation brand. Instead, it creates additional revenue, expands the audience, and introduces PlayStation franchises to entirely new customers. There are also technical advantages. Games like Marvel's Spider-Man and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart demonstrate how powerful PC versions can be. Depending on your hardware, you can enjoy higher frame rates, improved visual settings, native resolutions, ultra-wide monitor support, and even advanced ray tracing options that often go beyond what's available on current generation consoles, like RT shadows and all. Some people might argue that not everyone can use those features because of hardware limitations. And that's true. However, one of the biggest advantages of PC gaming is upgradability. Even if you can't max out a game today, you can upgrade your hardware years later and revisit the same game again, but this time with much higher settings or max graphical settings, improved visuals, and with more FPS and better performance. PC players also gain access to the modding community. For example, Spider-Man players can install custom suits and other modifications that are not officially available in the game. This adds even more replay value and helps keep these titles relevant for years. And let's not forget ultra-wide support. While the PS5 doesn't officially support ultra-wide gaming, many PlayStation PC ports do, giving players another reason to revisit these games on PC. Another misconception is that PlayStation somehow loses money by releasing games on PC. Looking at Xbox, that simply doesn't seem to be the case. Microsoft has been releasing its games on PC for well over a decade, and the strategy has clearly helped expand the reach of its franchises without harming the Xbox brand. Personally, and nowadays, they are also bringing their Xbox exclusive games on PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. Sony should learn some lessons from its competitors. The good ones only, okay? In the end, I think Sony should shorten the gap between PlayStation and PC releases. I'm not asking for day one launches, but waiting 2, 3, or even 4 years feels excessive. A 1-year gap would be much more reasonable. It would also be nice to see slightly lower pricing on PC releases. Even a $10 price difference could make these games more attractive to PC gamers, considering a 1-year maximum time gap between console and PC release. Interestingly, even former PlayStation CEO has spoken positively about expanding PlayStation's presence on PC, which suggests that Sony understands the value of reaching a broader audience. But that's just my opinion. What do you think about PlayStation's first-party single-player games coming to PC? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.